gets to drive the 13 Mitigator Ford Fusion. I'd like to thank you for listening to Let's Talk Racing.tv.
Driver of the number 5 Kiker Motorsports Camry. Welcome to Let's Talk Racing TV.
With Rockingham Speedway. Thanks for listening to Let's Talk Racing.
I'm Tony Peter, driver of the number 17 Toyota NASCAR Camp World Truck Series, and you're listening to Let's Talk Racing.
Hey guys, I'm Daytona 500 winner Trevor Bain, and thank you for watching Let's Talk Racing.
Welcome everybody to Let's Talk Racing.
Yeah, we are back. He beat me to it. We're back in Virginia, not in Knoxville anymore. Unfortunately, that was a lot of fun. We went down to the Sprint Car Nationals, and it was really great. Our first time being there, my first time to Iowa at Knoxville. First time for you as well.
For Knoxville Nationals, yes.
Which was really, really cool. We got to go down the pits with our little pass credentials and everything, and we got to
That's the right place to be, because you don't get any mud and dirt kicked at you.
I know. What was nice, Mom was worried about me being completely dirty after going, and I didn't have barely a speck of dirt on me, which was really nice. Unlike all the fans, getting covered. Like, you see them when they come in, anybody with a white t-shirt looks really nice, and then after the race, it kind of looks brown tannish after everything's done.
Hey, mix it in with the water, and hey,
all right.
have your own tie dye. What the heck?
I know. Maybe have some tie dye dirt shirt, I guess.
So what did you think of all of it?
What I think of all of it, for my first live sprint car race, like that was really awesome. It blew me away, especially being at the pits. We were at turn 4. The first night I'm seeing the racing, the first lap, they go around on turn 4. One car literally crashes and flips in front of me. Oh, there was 3? 3 cars? That was only 1.
Turn 3.
Turn 3. Oh, I thought you were at turn 4.
Turn 4 is on the front stretch, coming into the main stretch. Turn 3 is at the end of the back stretch.
We were at turn 3. Sorry, I got my numbers mixed up.
Oh boy, here, let me draw you a map.
You don't have to draw me a map. Jeez, how I got my number wrong. Anyways, turn 3. Now that I have to be correct about all things. Fancy high IQ. Very interesting talks on the way there. Besides that, we were at turn 3 and a car totally spun out and flipped right in front of me, and I was just we were right near the guardrail in a golf cart watching. I was kind of grabbing my chest oh my gosh, did that just really happen? It blew me away, especially when you're right there and everything, and the cars and the noise, and you could feel them, when they're all, especially when a bunch of them turn at once in a corner, ground's shaking. It was just really incredible. Got to meet a lot of awesome drivers too. When we were at the Hall of Fame, we had our Let's Talk Racing at a banner with us, the Let's Talk Racing logo, and we had a lot of people sign it. Wasn't it? We had the president of the museum.
Had the past president of the Hall of Fame and Museum,
and
as well as the
director,
current executive director
of the Hall of Fame. We had him sign it, and a driver died there by the name of Kingston, and his sister, Steve King. Oh, Kingston Foundation, though.
Steve King Foundation.
Yeah, Steve King Foundation. So.
And what's the sister's name?
God.
Emily.
Yeah. If I had my notebook here, I would have flipped it open and saw where I wrote her name at the very top.
I know you got all the notes and everything I gave you, but I didn't get them back from you, so I couldn't put some of the people down.
I know. I think I have it.
If y'all go to youtube.com/pitwall, you'll find some of the videos are still being loaded up from the weekend. So
check them out, though. We got an interview a lot of cool people. We interviewed the flagman, and we interviewed Emily, who was the lady who
That's the sister
his
of
sister.
DP.
She started the foundation because he died on turn 3, and it helps the drivers with their medical needs and things like
Drivers
that.
and families and
Their
that
families.
are in need.
That are in need and need help with that. We also interviewed Donnie Schott's mom and his sister and the flagman all at once, and they all knew each other really well, which was funny to have them all on the show talking and everything and telling stories.
But you see how relaxed everybody is.
They're all laid back about it.
Well, it's a family thing.
It really is.
So now you can be part of Dirk family and part of a NASCAR family, and
I mean, part of so many families I'm able to keep up. I got my church and all that other stuff. And a lot of people have tried to adopt me, like so-called adopt me.
well, that was all the guys though.
What? No, I'm talking about here, and you're funny about that. I'm talking about here. People I know as good family friends want to adopt me, but you're really funny. Apparently, I was a real kick there.
Everybody liked you.
Everybody liked me. Yes, a lot of people like me, but that's a good thing.
Doug was trying to ask you out to get you married or something.
I know.
Wasn't
He at the very end of the show that we did with Doug the Flagman. He turns to me and he's like, "Are you married?" And I was like, "I'm 17. I'm sorry." And a lot of people thought I was older than 17. Thought I was like 20 or so. They thought I was 20, 21. And I'm only 17, so that was a really awkward position for me. I was kind of like, yeah, I can't go to a pub. I'm only 17. I'm sorry. And then turning down a lot of people kind of felt a little awkward for me. On my part. I know you don't care, but I felt awkward. You got a kick out of it. He was laughing. Because
I'm always laughing.
you are. He's
I always
always
have a good time.
You're laughing at something for some reason, but
That keeps everybody wondering what I'm thinking about.
I know. Lord knows what goes through your mind, right? Should we want to get into that subject? I think we should get off of it. Anyways, who else did we interview?
Oh, well, goodness. You got to talk to a lot of the drivers anyway when you get to do the autographs on the
that's
banner.
what I was talking about. Talk about autographs before you. I got distracted. Anyways, so we had the banner of Let's Talk Racing.
Easily distracted. Okay.
Yeah, don't distract me. You know I'm going to get off track. Oh, apparently someone's calling, but
I don't know who.
anyway, we didn't have anybody plan to call. My surprise guest here. But when we were there, we had a lot of the drivers sign the banner. We had Johnny Schatz, Kyle Larson, who was Rookie of the Year. We had Mr. Brown. He was one of the drivers. We had almost got every single driver that was there. There was a couple we didn't get to at the very end because it was really late and we were busy trying to get stuff packed up to head back here to Virginia. And we have all of them that signed the banner. And do you want me to tell them about when we're auctioning it off?
Haven't decided when yet.
Haven't decided when.
No.
Well, we're going to auction.
I have to get the list from somebody that has a
Sorry.
so that I'll know who will.
I know, and now I should have grabbed it before we left.
Texted you the other day.
I know, it's sorry. I almost started to text you the names one by one, which I wish I did.
Yeah, right.
I did.
As bad as you type on that little thing? Oh, jeez.
Anyways, besides that,
Who's Donnie Schnotz?
I'm sorry. I didn't know how to spell his name, and I didn't text you about that.
But I'm just using that as an example.
Oh, you're using that as an example.
And you're already running scared.
I'm like, I didn't text you anything about that. And like, what are you talking about? Making me think crazy here. Anyways, besides that, what are you doing? Well, okay, I guess nice to know you too, Raj.
Get you back in the picture.
Oh.
You're-
Okay. I was kind of cut off there, wasn't I? Anyways, besides that, and you getting me off track
I think
again.
she still has. I think she has blonde roots. What
I
do you think?
did not. He's been picking on me all week about that. My so-called blonde roots. That's one of my friends that we have a joke for. I'm not gonna say your name because
Well,
if I did on TV and here, I think
If
she'd
you're
kind
scared,
of
say
be
you're scared.
mad at me. I want to keep my friend. All right, I don't want to get on her
She
bad
knows
side.
as long as it's in joking, she's not going to be mad at
I
you.
know, but just in case she has a problem with it being said in front of a lot of people who watch the show, that's one
How
of
many
our
of those you
friends.
got?
My parents have so-called adopted because she used to come. She comes over so much. If she ever watches this, she's gonna know I'm talking about her. But
Where's
I love
my
you.
tomatoes?
Your tomatoes? We didn't bring you any.
I know.
We're
That's what I'm
spoiling
talking
him.
about.
We've been bringing him
It's 2 weeks
homegrown
without
tomatoes.
I'm going into withdrawal.
Because we have them growing out our ears. We found a perfect place in the garden. I know, they're starting to slide. Well, all this rain we've been getting, we haven't gotten.
So anyway, on the autograph, she got about 75% of the drivers that
Yeah,
were doing the
we
final
got
racing.
75%, and we're going to auction it off, and whatever money we make is going to go to the King Foundation of the lady who we interviewed, who was his sister, Emily, which was really awesome for her to start this foundation for her brother. Okay. Anyways, besides doing this little notes, I got a pen. I can do little fancy notes too. Anyway,
Can't
let's
lose that.
see. We got to interview Terry O'Connell and Joe. What was his name?
He was smoozing up to you.
Oh my gosh! And then like out of nowhere, he's like, "This is my girlfriend." I'm like, "Well, you're real loyal, ain't you?" And the flirting went down real quick. I was like, "Well, this is interesting and awkward for me. At least it was." Because I was kind of like, "This is really not my place to be at for that."
Well, since we've had you on the show, we have yet to actually do an interview
Yes,
with you.
he's going to interview
I'm
me
gonna-
tonight,
I'm gonna-
y'all. He's asking
I'm gonna
me
throw
the
you
questions.
under the bus.
Don't throw me under the bus. I didn't come here for you to throw me under the bus.
It is a figure of speech.
Okay, well...
Just because there's a bus going by.
So you just threw me under the bus, like right there. All right.
Blonde roots!
No blunders. So anyways, your questions, you're going to ask them or not?
Yes, I am.
Okay, we'll get down to it.
Now, granted, yes, you are family.
Yes, so
Oh,
be a little nice.
I already was.
Try to be.
You made it back from Iowa, didn't
I
you?
know. God, that was a miracle in itself. So,
But anywho,
I'm going to ask you to continue to be nice, please.
not required. But anyway,
Can you try?
no, it's beyond hope for you.
Yeah, it's beyond hope for me. Okay.
Anywho,
Thanks a lot.
you've been catching racing on TV, and got a little bit of that edge and affliction of becoming NASCAR or racing material.
I guess so. What do you mean by that exactly?
You like it, don't you?
I love watching racing. I grew up watching racing.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean I don't necessarily want to do it. I know I wouldn't be the best at it. I mean, these guys, what they do is incredible. I wouldn't be able to do it. That'd be really... I don't think I could do it.
So you're under the racing spell.
I wonder if I just feel watching it. I really don't think I could do it. Because I give it a
Yeah,
credit.
we did miss doing the slide.
Yeah, there was a go-kart place not far from the track, and it was called Slideways. And we all were going to go midnight go-karting one night after a race, but the race went longer than we planned. So by 1 o'clock, we all finally got back to the campers, and
I think I had a thing for those boys that already knew how to race in the dirt, because I've driven on slick tracks before.
yeah.
So that's why I want to actually get in a real...
I haven't gone go-karting in years, so I was looking forward to it to have some fun. Because the last time I went go-karting, I was like in 8th grade, and we didn't have the nice go-karts they had. We had like the mini regular go-karts and nothing that fancy. And it looked really cool and a lot of fun, and I wanted to do it, to be able to experience that there in a local track like that for their go-karting. Probably maybe the drivers that have grown up and now gone to sprint cars probably drove at, things like that.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, yeah,
I
if you
wanna
noticed, there were some
I
that were
know
going
I
several
probably
cars.
would have not done that good. I probably would have ended up sucking. But it was all for fun. We all wanted to do it, have a good time, and we ended up not going, which is a real bummer. Well, you weren't there that night at the track. That was the night you didn't go, and I came in really late.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought we were talking about going the next night or something.
Oh, yeah, we were also trying to go the next night as well. But the first night that we decided that we wanted to try to go was the night that you actually weren't there at the track. And I was there with Joe and Terry
That was
and
Thursday
Tom. Yeah. So, and that's the night I got home like 1 after the race was finally over. We didn't plan for the race to go that late, and then they decided to redo the track, and there was a lot more caution flags than we thought would be, so we ended up staying there to
Yeah, the Saturday
1.
night racing was relatively, comparative to what I've seen with a lot of the sprint cars, was pretty much caution free.
I know, like, the Saturday night, when that was the final race, and they actually got down to the real race and they were doing it, the only caution was for them to change tires and to refuel.
Yeah, the competition yellow.
Yeah, and that's it. There was no caution. I was surprised because I just knew there was going to be one turn where at least one person would spin out, or there was going to be a crazy wreck that would happen or something. It usually does happen during races like that, and it didn't happen. I was so shocked. At the end, I kind of looked around, I'm like, they didn't have a single caution for an accident or a spin out or nothing.
And there was only like maybe one or two
me.
other cautions in any of the other mains as they were working up.
Yeah. And it was like only for a spin out, and then there was that one real bad flip. But besides that, that was really the only cautions that happened. Which, I mean, it's a good thing. It really is.
Well, now I hate to say this. A lot of race fans, they want to see the thumping and bumping, whether it's...
Yeah, but it can be dangerous sometimes, and you gotta think about the injuries that can happen during things like this. Even though the cars are made for safety, injuries can happen still.
Yes.
And the car can get damaged, and then they can't race. That can happen as well, and they not get injured, but their car gets all crapped up.
I mean, you can still bump and run.
Well, yeah, but sometimes, like that one guy, he couldn't race at all because his car got so messed up.
Yeah.
That one night we watched, it was like a 3-car crash.
It may have been a payback from earlier, too.
I know, but still. So anyways, back to what you were saying, the questions about my racing spell.
Now you're under the spell.
I was born around the spell. My mom is from...
now you want to be able to go to a lot more live races.
Yeah, because my parents went to Richmond when I was little, and I wasn't able to go yet. And I was really kind of bummed out because here I am at home watching it on TV, and they were actually there in the live race, and I was kind of like, well, this is not fair. But now I'm old enough to go in places like this. And
the good news, bad news is that you sit there, you're in AC, you're reclined in a recliner or sitting comfortable. But you don't get the feel of the race. You don't get to, like, be there, live it, see it. Yeah, you got to worry about weather, but I'd like to actually see a live race. Yeah, I met the AC and the recliner and the popcorn, having the soda like a couple steps away from the fridge or the sweet tea. And the restrooms.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's for you, Mr. like peeing every hour on the road. I was shocked. I'm like, Roger, peeing more than me. What the heck? Why is this? And he's like, oh, these vitamins I'm taking. And I'm like, okay. It's just usually not known for that.
Oh, wow.
I was like, okay.
Anywho.
Anyways,
that. Richmond's going to be coming up.
Yes.
Martinsville's going to be coming up.
He's taking me to Richmond.
Martinsville's be coming up. I usually go to both of those.
All right.
I probably will not go to Dover this year.
Okay.
Simply because I don't want to get my daughter super peeved at me.
Really? I mean, but I don't mind Richmond. That'd be fun. Yeah.
Richmond's not bad because I go up there and come back.
I've never been, and I really, really wanted to go.
Yeah. I'm supposed to do some work.
And I'm your favorite niece, and I'm doing your show with you.
Oh, I like that. Favorite niece got sneaked in.
I am your favorite niece, right? Don't spoil this for me. Besides a little comedic family moment over here. I have no idea what he's...
This again, swimming upstream here?
I don't know. Besides what he's doing. Anyway, back to questions for me. Our interview's not going well. We get really sidetracked.
We're having fun. We got 10 minutes left before Joe calls in.
Plenty of time.
It's a relaxing show tonight because
it's real laid back, but
back for the evening.
Back to questions, and if anybody in the chat room wants to ask me something, they can.
Well, how are you going to do that if I ain't even got a computer looking at the chat room?
I thought you had a computer up. You usually have every single computer running in here.
I told you it's a relaxed night.
The one. Oh, now you're having the relaxed night where there's like barely any computers running. Now you decide to do that.
And I didn't do the event thing, so everybody's catching it off of the feed.
You didn't do the event either. Like, he's real off. You're really relaxed tonight. He's still off his game.
I had a whole lot of stuff I still had to get done.
Yeah, he's been busy ever since we've gotten back.
I had one of the techs help move all the stuff and told him to put them in certain places, and then had to find it.
Oh my gosh.
Really?
I know.
He put it where I told him to.
Holy cow! Listening skills were in tune. Anyways.
But he was piling other stuff on top of it.
That doesn't work. But
Yeah, then I said, all right.
questions.
Anywho,
We're getting real off track again.
that's all right. It's fun.
It's lots of fun,
Anyway,
especially with this crack job.
so out there, who is your favorite driver to watch and watch racing?
Driver to watch. It's really hard to pick one. They all were really good, experienced drivers. They all were amazing, and I give them credit for doing what they do. I know the sport's not easy, and they give a lot of the time and passion into it. I like them all. I couldn't choose one.
What'd you think of Brad Doty when you got to talk to him a little bit?
He was a real cool guy. He was really cool. I liked a lot, especially when he told me his story about what happened. I give him a lot of respect because it's really sad when people get injured in the sports they love doing, especially when they can't do them anymore. I know that's got to be the most heartbreaking thing. Like if I ever got a cold or like something really bad happened to my throat and I was told I couldn't sing anymore, that's really what it would be like if it was to me. Like that, gosh, I sing fine. Anyways, if I was ever put in that position, like he's like saying you can't, this has happened to you while doing something you love, you can't do anymore. That would just be completely heartbreaking for him to keep going and like still be an inspiration to people and to have done what he did in his career. It was real amazing. I was like really pleasant to meet him. We also got him to sign the the banner too. We ran into him the night before we left, and I was like, please tell me Brad's going to be here. And he texted him, and I saw him come in, and I was like, he's here. I'm so glad because I wanted to meet him again and say
I'll tell you
bye.
what, I hate speed.
Oh, yes.
They were dragging everybody we were supposed to have on the show. All of a sudden, we're getting dragged around.
We
here
love
and there.
speed, but we also dislike it because every driver that said, we're coming, we're going to be on your show, we're really excited. Next thing you know, last minute, oh yeah, speed, dragging them away. And we're like kind of left hanging here, last minute, scrambling, trying to find something to do.
Yeah, Donnie Schatz, Kyle Larson, Brad Doty, of course.
We're trying to get all them on the
Lasowski.
show. Lasowski as well. We also got him to sign the banner.
Who else was there? There's a couple more. Well, ones that we've had on the show before.
Yeah, we've called
in. We were going to do everything.
We were going to do
with
a
them
live
one.
interview with like them actually sitting there. I was excited
Originally, we were
for it.
planning 3 shows a day for 4 days.
But that didn't work out.
There
There was
we ain't
complications.
even going to get into that.
Let's not get into that, shall we? Because me
Got
and him
down
are
to
going to be like.
2 shows in 2 days.
But that was
2 days,
still,
but
it worked
anyway.
out really
Oh, yeah.
well, especially doing it from the Hall of Fame. That was so.
Plus,
so
we
cool.
got to interact with the fans.
I know. That was another thing. On one of the shows, we were actually able to pull a couple of fans aside. Only 2 were brave and actually came, sat down, answered some questions. I was really hoping people would be willing to.
I was even going out there and said, "What are you scared of sitting by a pretty girl?"
Thank you. Anyways, also, I mean, come on, you get to talk about your favorite driver. You get to maybe even talk some smack about some rivalry. Everybody loves rivalry. That's what makes sports. Like with football, any sport always has a rivalry that gets fans going. I was really excited for people to start talking about how they got into racing and what got them started and how they got to Knoxville. Because you got these people coming in like us, traveling miles by car and like all kinds of different ways to get there.
Boats, planes, and automobiles.
Boat, planes, trains, everything and anything to be able to see this race. Even people from Australia, all around the world. And I was really looking forward to it, but they were 2 brave souls. I give them credit. I really hope they're watching this. I give you credit for being able to do that. And it's just a little camera. You can just look away. There was a big one of a view of a track. You could have just easily stared at the track and kind of forgotten all about what you're doing. Answering simple questions like, where are you from? Favorite driver? Least favorite? Things like that. I was really excited. And I was hoping there was this one little kid that was going to go up, but then he got scared and backed away last minute. I was hoping a kid would come up and be able to say who his favorite driver was and, talk about how he got into racing.
So who's your favorite driver?
I told you already. I like them all.
No, that was on the dirt stuff.
On the dirt stuff. Oh, you're talking about NASCAR?
Now I'm talking NASCAR now.
Woo! Here we go. Okay. I love.
See, now wait till she has to go in the pits and start talking with these guys, and she'll be able to go back to that good old political answer.
I like a lot of the drivers in
Here it
NASCAR. But my favorite ones that my
I know,
family
it's Tony Stewart.
cheered
You're
for.
really aching to be a Tony Stewart
he's
fan.
a Tony Stewart fan. I am not a big Tony Stewart fan. He's a good driver. I'll give him credit.
He just won the last championship.
I said I give him credit, okay? Don't go there. I give him credit. But I like Kurt Busch. He's my guy. And I was a big Rusty Wallace fan until he sadly retired. And I'm also a Ryan Newman fan. Those are my 2 top drivers. I had to say I like for and I root for the most, but...
I've met Ryan.
Oh, you have, huh? See, he's rubbing things in me now. He's like, oh, by the way, I've met these people, and I've met this person.
I've met
things like that.
About all of them.
I know, he's probably met probably every single driver, and all of us are like, you know, all our whole family's NASCAR fans, so we're just like, you're making us ill.
When I get you to meet Marcus Ambrose, I'll have to get you Aussie out for him.
I have to go all Aussie on him.
Yeah.
Crocky, mate! Oh my gosh, I get to meet him!
He'll feel at home.
I'll have to wear my hat too. I didn't bring my hat to Knoxville. I had to find a way to make my hat right in a box or something stored so that way it won't get bent or crushed or hurt, because you got to keep your hat in shape. That was the only worry I had about my hat.
So, getting into working with us here.
Yes.
What's your hopes and dreams ahead of you for this?
Hopes and dreams ahead of me. Terry O'Connell, when I was talking to her, and she's like, "Oh, how'd you got into the show?" And I'm really into acting, and I've never really done broadcasting or stuff like this, so I thought, you know what the heck, might as well do it. It's another thing I can perfect, another field I can be in, you know, like they say you got the 1 threat, the triple threats and stuff like that. This is just another thing to add on to my list of things I can do, and I thought, you know, it's good for me. It'd be good for me to do, and I love racing, and you wanted help with the show, and I thought, you know, why not? It's my uncle, help him out. Don't know where he's going right now, but...
Anybody call in? I might need a phone.
Oh, he's really relaxed. He didn't even get the phone out. Oh my goodness.
It's within reach.
It's within reach. But I'm really into acting. I love acting. It's always been a passion of mine ever since I was little. Hush, Mom.
Drama queen.
Apparently, I'm not a drama queen. I'm not.
I've heard it from the peanut gallery. You are.
Yeah, that's my mom, because she picks on me, and she's always like, "You're a drama queen. We need to get you a sign that says drama queen. You're all about acting. Yada yada yada." Besides that, and her doing her little thing over here, I think she's mad you call it the peanut gallery. Oh, we might have to tell them to hold on a minute.
No, we can still keep talking.
Anyways, I've always loved acting. And
Let's talk racing.
Hello.
Hey, Joe, stand by. You can listen.
You can listen, and he's interviewing me real quick.
Oh, yeah, I'll shut up. I know how to shut up.
hey, you can ask her questions too, okay? No, you don't know how to shut up. We know better than that.
Yeah, we know better than that. But after I'm done answering his question, if you want to ask me something, you can. Go right ahead. But anyways, thanks for being on the show and calling in. Sorry, we kind of have to keep you waiting, but...
Get used to it.
It's all good. I don't want to interrupt. Go right ahead.
I've always loved acting, and Terry O'Connell, she was talking to me about how I got to it. I told her I loved acting, and I want this to help me out to get somewhere. And she knows a producer who's in LA, and she's helped me hook up with him. And I could not be more thankful to her, because I've always tried to meet, somebody of that, has that background position, and to help me get in. I don't even care if I get a little bit of my foot in the door. It's still something. I can't thank her or God enough for giving me the opportunity to come to Iowa and meet her and have this happen to me. I'm really excited to meet him and have this opportunity, and I can't be more thankful enough for all the opportunities I've had in my life. I've been able to do a lot to help me get better in acting and improve this profession I want to do. I've always loved singing as well. I've been in chorus from 3rd grade to 8th grade. I did it for 9 years, because I had to repeat 3rd twice because I found out I was dyslexic, and they wanted me to repeat the grade to get to do better and be more prepared for 4th grade.
So what's your worst driver? You never told me that.
I'm not going to go there. I don't want to step on nobody's toes. I want to be...
It's okay.
No, I'm going to be nice. I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
She's scared, Joe.
My brother is a Jeff Gordon fan, so being his little sister and to pick on him, I'm always like, Jeff Gordon, and stuff like that. But that's mostly to pick on him. He's a good racer. All of them are good racers, but I hope my brother doesn't watch this and be like, oh, so you actually like all the drivers now, and be like,
you can be
quiet.
a fag.
Well, ouch. Gosh.
No, fans against Gordon.
I know, but...
That's a fag.
I know, but anyways, you're being a little mean. Gosh.
There's
Ouch.
actually a group called the Fags, and it's fans against Gordon.
I'm not against him. I just, out of rivalry, my brother. I like all drivers, but I already mentioned my favorites. And maybe if you take me to Richmond, please, sorry, something in my throat, I can meet some of these drivers, which would be a great opportunity that I'd like to have, because I love racing, always have.
Embarrassing moment. Throw it out there.
Embarrassing moment for
Your
me?
most embarrassing moment.
My most embarrassing moment? Oh, why, Roger?
I've got your mother here to tell me if you're lying.
Mom?
She has a lot of embarrassing.
You be quiet over there. Embarrassing moment out of what? Acting, singing?
You name it. It's your embarrassing moment.
My embarrassing moment.
We'll
Something
find out if it's one of the best.
embarrassing that's happened to me.
Like that actress that just lost her bikini bottoms on the water slide.
No, I've actually never had that happen to me, but because if I ever go to something like that, I wear a one piece, so that doesn't happen. I think I use my brain and things like that. I've seen people I've watched people have that happen to them before, but I don't want to be ever in that position, so I just wear a one piece.
Hey, Joe, did you catch in the Olympics where they had the bathing suit malfunction with the girls in the water polo?
Oh, I didn't see that. He's getting a kick out of that. I don't know. I didn't get to see that, but anyways.
You watch underneath the water camera on that sucker. Boy, they are not shy about what they're going to do to you.
Anyway, Roger. God.
Doesn't matter whether it's guys or girls. Come on, we're still waiting.
I know, I'm thinking, because I'm trying to pick one.
We might as well do your interview, Joe, because it's going to be
here, give us your little profile of things you've done in racing while I think about things that have happened to me.
We've got Joe Scarbrough on the line with us, driving in the Southern Modified Series in NASCAR, and he's a rookie this year. Joe, go ahead and give a little bio. I know a lot of the people out there have heard about you because you've been on the show before and been a co-host as well. Go ahead and kick it out there for those that haven't heard of you.
I always enjoy calling in, or even more being out of the show, but my work schedule just really hasn't allowed it. But I'm racing on the Southern Modified Tour this year, the NASCAR Southern Wheel Modified Tour, and we're having kind of a mixed year. We started off a little slow. We had like 4 DNFs in a row driving it's a white number 37 car sponsored by Hyperion Farms, Equestrian Farms, and Atlantic Solar Solutions, and we just picked up a new sponsor for this week because we're going to Bristol. And we picked up Dreadnought Shaving Products, which is a wonderful product. We got all kinds of samples. It's I'm very smooth right now. It's
Baby bottom smooth. Is that what you're going to tell us now?
Well, yeah, I guess you could say. I never really wanted to compare my face to a baby bottom, but okay, since you put it that way.
Oh gosh! Are you going to go help out some females with bikini waxes or whatever, shaving down that next?
Hey! A gentleman doesn't discuss such things.
Okay.
See, you're smart.
So what's holding you up then?
Oh, Roger.
Oh God! That's why I call in. No love here. Makes me feel better when I go home.
Oh, you know how it is on the show. You've been here, done it. Been there, done it too.
Anyways, I have my moment that I've chosen.
I was listening to the interview here. For me, and I do have one piece of advice. My cousin, he grew up, he's like a brother to me. His name is Brian Scambatti. He's an actor. He's a very, very successful actor as far as actors go. He's not, Bruce Willis, not a star in Hollywood. But he's making a living at it. He's doing Broadway and shows. He's been on television several times. Most recent one I saw him in was Blue Bloods.
Oh wow!
Cool.
That's
a network
awesome.
syndicated police show. Small parts, but he's doing really well.
That's how you start, though.
He really is. He's one of the few, and he's a very talented guy, and he's been at it a very long time. And I've asked him, and being like a brother to me, the best advice he can give anybody in the field that you're trying to break into is have a damn good plan B.
Yeah.
Because you can be incredibly talented and incredibly beautiful and incredibly skilled and have a voice like an angel and still just not catch the right break. And being in that profession, and he's still looking for what he considers his big break, the big starring movie screen role.
Oh, yeah.
That pays him millions and then he can retire. And he says, you don't know. It's all about what they're looking for when they're looking for it. He says, my big break might come when I'm 65 years old playing somebody's grandfather.
And you gotta be, if you're the face in the character and the person they're looking for, and you happen to be at the right place and right time, and you get that opportunity, you got real darn lucky. I mean,
and you could hit it at Shirley Temple's age, or you could hit it, in the waning, in the silver years.
Oh yeah.
But the most important thing is have a very good plan B, have a good solid career to live the life that you want to live, and continue to pursue your dreams. And I mean, really, that's what I've done in racing all these years. You know, I started racing when I was like 10 years old, and I've never had a season where racing paid all of my bills, and I was considered a full-time race car driver. Professional, yes, I do get paid to do it. Is it the big thing? I mean, how many jobs are you really going to pay all your bills for the year and only work, 15, 20, 30 days?
I have thought of plan Bs, though, because I know the acting world's so hard to get into. When they say it's a dog-eat-dog, it really is. And you have to know you're the right person who knows people. You also have to be at the right place and the right time. If you have what they're looking for, you got to go for it, because there's going to be other people who are just like you who also have what they're looking for, who's going to be fighting for that same spot. And acting, it's really not an easy world. And my mom's kind of like, you really want to get into this, it's not an easy thing. And all I'm looking for is to get my foot in the door. And I'll take my opportunities. I'll use them at my best. And I'm hoping that one day I'll be that person that they're looking for, and I happen to get a break, even a decent break. Like you said, even if it's one of those small roles you play, you get a couple of lines in a show. That's still something.
Lines is huge. Like, he just got his first network shot about a year ago, and he had 3 lines.
That's awesome.
How far? Because I guess there's some kind of tenure, seniority. I don't really know how it works with the acting field. And if you have speaking parts, it's an incredible boost to your career to get forward.
Oh yeah, and when people hear
people that were just standing in line at the supermarket, somebody makes them a star.
I know, right? And also it's like
have a good plan B.
Yeah.
So you have your SAG card yet?
Well, what?
SAG card. Screen Actors Guild.
Oh, you send me all these acronyms. Back to what you're saying, when people hear about you being like, oh my goodness, I got a line, or these many lines, and they're a small amount, it's not even 10 lines, and you get excited about it, people kind of look at you like, you're crazy. It's like you're getting excited about that many lines, and they don't understand how hard it is to even get to that. And it's a real good thing to even get something small like that.
Who knows, your first gig, maybe you're sitting there as a homeless person.
I know, you might be a reaction homeless and might reach out your hand, the camera spies you for 10 seconds. That's something, and that might not be what you wanted, but you got to be grateful for all opportunities and everything that you can get.
You take what you can get. I can't tell you how many race cars I've driven that were horrible.
POSs?
You get it and you go. I mean, our Southern Wheel Modified team this year, it runs on a very, very limited budget. It's a fraction of what the front-running teams are. It's an opportunity. I'm in there. I'm in the game, or I'm on the stage. So hopefully, I'm still hoping to catch that break.
But yeah, I do have a plan B. I'm really fluent in Spanish, and I'm trying to learn other languages. So if the acting thing didn't work out, people are always looking for translators and things like that. They're always needed in many places. So if I ever didn't get there, I mean, being a bilingual triangle, knowing up to 4 languages can really help you out. I know it's not an easy thing to get into either, but, and I'll take really any job. I'm trying to even just get a job working, as a cashier at some store or something like that,
We're trying to help her out here, too. Get her some exposure.
Well, you have to register. Maybe somebody will pick you up, sign your contract.
I know, right? You never know. Stuff like that could happen. You never know, really. Life will throw crazy stuff at you.
Make a few commercial things like that so that you get her face out there and she can say, yeah, I made a commercial for this company, that company, and this company, and they can go say, oh, you've already doing this stuff. That's really cool.
Be like, yeah.
Ta-da! Well, and the nice thing about about that business is you're never really too old to keep trying to do it.
Oh no, you're never too old. Actors can keep going for a long time.
And then the teeny bopper, and then the adult, they're the parent, and then the grandmother, the great grandmother, and then I don't know, the 800-year-old wizard. There's always a shot. Still able to I don't know, get to the scene, get to the set. You've got a shot at making something and getting it.
When you go into acting, it can be a long career, because like you said, they're looking for people of all ages and any ages to play parts, Like you said, somebody might need to play as a grandparent, even a great grandparent, or then they'll need somebody around middle age to play a parent or something, and they'll need a really young kid to play like a little brother or annoying sister in a movie. You know, they're always looking for people of all ages, and it can happen to you at any age. Like I said, you just gotta be right place, right time, and have what they're looking for.
Don't give up. Keep networking.
Yeah, and back to what you said, I found my embarrassing moment.
Chase that dream forever.
I will. I ain't gonna give up on it. I love it so much, and I can't thank God enough for even blessing me with the talent that I have.
Yep.
And be able to use it in
Are you
ways.
ready, Joe?
Okay, embarrassing moment.
I told my cousin, I said, when you hit it in the big screen, you get an action movie, I want to be in a movie, I want you to blow me up in like the first 30 seconds of the movie so I can say I was in one.
Parts go everywhere.
Okay, that works out. If you want to do that, maybe I can call you up. I'll get you my number.
Sure, the Star Trek movie, I don't care. Just give me my moment glory.
All right, I know, right? Okay, now embarrassing moment. I was 7th grade. I'm playing soccer with everybody, and I'm usually the only girl playing soccer. And I'm going around kicking the ball, and I'm in the middle of the field, and I bend down to tie my shoes, it's getting loose. I'm bending down tying it, I look up, and next thing you know, a soccer ball comes flying, hits me in the face, hits my knee, hits me in the face again, finally rolls off me, and I'm on the ground because one of the strongest kickers, who's actually on our soccer team, kicked the ball from the goal as hard as he could to the middle of the field where I am. So I'm there on the ground kind of looking at the sky like, what the world just happened to me? Because all I saw was like this black and white fuzz heading towards my face. So a couple of them helped me up and are all yelling at him like, what are you doing? You just hit a girl in the face with a soccer ball. What's your problem? And I'm kind of a little dazed and dizzy like, okay, I don't feel so good. And everybody, next thing you know, looks at me and goes, oh my gosh. And I said, what? They're like, you got a huge black eye. And it was like a couple of days, it was like a week before the Christmas play. And
That's what they have makeup for.
And I had one of the roll, like I had a pretty big roll. So I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I got this gigantic black eye, and I'm going to be in front of everybody. I need to get rid of this thing. And it healed up quickly and enough in time, but the black eye was just huge. I came home, my mom was kind of like, what happened to you? And I was like, a soccer ball flew and hit me in the face, because it decided that it wanted to hit me that day. So I think that would be my most embarrassing one, because everybody still who saw it that day will mess with me about it. Be like, any soccer balls hit you in the face recently? I'm like, no, I'm fine. No soccer ball incidents, because I'm not really that good at soccer. I just played it for the fun.
If your most embarrassing moment was back when you were 6, that's pretty good. Because most people's most embarrassing moment when they were 6 was like, I don't know, a bad experience on Chili Day.
Oh, I was in 7th grade. I wasn't 6.
Oh, okay.
So
I was in middle
13
school.
years old.
Yeah, I actually was I was 13, and that was interesting. Interesting moment. And my dad was kind of like, really? That had to happen to you? I'm like, I wanted to play soccer. I didn't know that I was going to get injured at recess. Like, it's not something you just plan on happening. It's really not. Do you have any questions for me?
Do I have any questions for you? No, how you doing?
I'm doing really good. I've had a great week.
That's it.
That's it? All right. That's fine.
Well, she did have to spend 2 days riding in the car with me for the whole time.
Gosh. That was crazy. We got home around 3 o'clock in the morning. I came home, I dropped off my bags, my dog got up, and I told him to go back to bed. I petted him, I headed to my room, I crashed. I was like asleep till like 11:30, and that's the most I've ever slept in, because I'm a morning person. My sleeping in is like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. So I slept in really late that day, and that's the most I've ever slept in this whole summer, actually. That's the latest I've slept in, and I was exhausted that night. I was falling asleep while sitting up in a car, and...
The price we pay for motorsports.
I know. No, right? It's so, gosh, it's so hard. It's so, just hit you in the gut.
Yeah, well, back up from Bowman Gray last week, and oh God, I think we got back to the shop at 5:30, so I was back up at 8 o'clock in the morning. For whatever reason, I don't know. For no good reason. I should have slept till noon.
Now, you're going to be coming down here to race at Langley, what, September 1st? Something like that?
Yeah, it's early September. I don't think it's the... Or is it the 1st or like, it's the 11th?
No, you sure about that?
Somebody got to check the 11th. I think there's a mad race up at Old Dominion?
Because I was just talking to Brian. He said that he was going to be down here on the 30th of this month.
30th. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said the first. Yeah, no, Langley's late because we go to Thompson, I think, the week before, and then Langley, and then the season finale at Charlotte, I want to say, or Charlotte's October. There's a Caraway in there. I don't know. I can't keep track of the schedule.
Yeah, you'll be at home race course.
The Wheeling Series, the Mad Series, and then anything else I can pick up on the sides. My plan's out like 2 weeks. I think we're there soon. I want to say we come there after Bristol.
September 1st, Wheeling Modifieds.
Yeah, okay, that's us. So we're going to call us after Bristol.
Yeah, I'm pulling up Langley's schedule on the big screen back behind the
at
camera.
school yet, so I should be able to.
We head out to
It's a
Bristol.
Saturday.
Head out Monday night.
too.
Inspections Tuesday. Qualifying and racing on Wednesday. We're really crossing our fingers and looking for that 2-lap miracle setup because I think there's going to be a lot of cars, and we after 150 laps, I'm sure we'll be competitive. But I'm just I'm praying for that 2-run shot to get in the field.
Yeah.
Well, good luck with that. Hopefully, I'll be there to watch it.
We'll be down there.
You be Bristol?
No, not Bristol. I'm talking about it.
Oh yeah, no, you're definitely coming to Langley. You ain't got a choice, and I'm making you go.
Okay.
Nah. Okay, I'm being forced to come to Langley that night. I'll put that
you
on my
have to-
calendar. Things
You have to come
do.
by and visit and say hi to Faith too.
Definitely. I tried to drag you guys out to South Boston, but apparently it wasn't close enough for you. So Langley's in your backyard. No excuses.
I'm sorry about that.
I'm going to see you.
I'm sorry about not being able to make it to Boston. I'm sorry.
Oh, how'd you do out at South Boston anyway?
South Boston, we were in the Mad Car down there. We finished second in the first race, and we finished third in the second race, I think it was. And I was very proud, very, very proud, because my friend of many years, I helped her come up through, I watched her come out of go-karts and U-cars, and she's got into a modified, and Lauren Edgerton, the first female and youngest ever winner in the Mad Modified series.
Oh, wow, that is
Cool.
awesome.
She had a ton of pressure on her from Mike Rudy, who was all over her. I think he's the point leader at Langley right now, last year's champion at Southside. So, no slouch. And I was running third. And I couldn't, she was inching away from me. I could stay with her. When they started battling, I started running them down a little bit, but she did a fantastic job and won the race. I almost stopped running my own race and started rooting for her because I knew I couldn't catch her.
Hey, it is what it is.
I'm very proud of her, very proud of her.
That is awesome.
And to share the podium with her after all these years, to see her up and coming and, her struggles and her successes in other years and things like that, it was great. It was a very proud moment for everyone that knows her. Standing ovation. The crowd loved her. It was awesome.
Aw.
It was awesome.
So the Mad Series is doing pretty good, taking off good and better now?
Yeah, the Mad Series is coming about. This is its first year. Some little logistical issues and stuff like that, but for the most part, it's really doing probably as well as any other modified series. It's pulling like 10, 12 cars. And I think a lot of guys kind of sat back just to watch and see if it would actually work this year.
Yeah.
And as the season goes on, there's a few guys that a few more guys that are coming out and joining the show. And I'm seeing a lot of different cars. There's a lot of cars that are being built. Next year, probably be some minor changes. Going to see what we're going to do with the tires as far as supply and stuff like that. Work with the speedways and things like that. But the big thing with that class is just keeping the price of the tires down so guys can race on them several weeks. So I've been doing a little research on that. I got some ideas, and we'll see what comes of that.
Cool. So now the next thing we got to do is get your sponsors to make some commercials. And we're going to have Krystal help them out.
Yeah, I'll gladly help out.
It's funny you say that, but if you go on to dreadnought.com, go to Dreadnought's website, men's shaving products, they have a bunch of different commercials in there for different sports and things like that, and they want us to do one. And I've been working with Taylor Men that does a lot of the videography out at Langley and stuff. But we got to put a commercial together, and I'm not a producer.
Hey, I'll help you out if you need it.
You have an actress right here.
There's a televised opportunity for you. You can be the girl in it. There's got to be a girl in it.
Oh,
Hey, it's got to come up and rub the side of your face and say, "Oh my
If I had to, I'll gladly do that if I had to.
You can be the umbrella girl that just likes to shave. Yeah, that'll work. You can tell I don't write these things.
I can also help you out with that too as well if you need help with that. And my drama class kind of helps you cover everything from script writing to blocking to actual acting and improving, things like that. So if you also need a little help with that, I could also help you out with that as well.
That's good because it's kind of a dragon without a head right now. It needs to be done and nobody's in charge of it. So.
Well, I'll also help you out with that too if you'll let me be in it.
What now?
You know what? Are we friends on Facebook? You find me on Facebook and contact me. I'll put you in charge. I'll put you in contact with the general manager of the team, Darren Mix.
Awesome, will do. Thank you so much.
We'll get some stuff together there.
That sounds great.
Yeah, because I was gonna say if you want to, you can try to knock it out when you're down here on the September 1st.
Well, that's what I was thinking about doing. You know, Darren Mix, he's the general manager after Shock Motorsports, and he was talking about coming down and renting the track and doing it. But I'm like, the team's on a really limited budget. We really don't have the testing money to go out there and do it. So why don't we just try to grab some footage while we're at the races? NASCAR has problems with doing different footage and things like that. But I honestly think we only need, it's a commercial, 30 seconds. We need probably 30 seconds between in-car track footage and then, I don't know, me shaving, I guess.
It's most commercials are about a minute and a half to a minute. So you gotta kind of narrow it down to that. Some commercials are 2 minutes, depending on what it is, but
I don't know what we gotta do with it, but we'll figure something. I drive the car.
I have a really creative mind, so I can help you out with that.
I was sitting here the other day. We were doing a commercial for the computers here, and I kept telling the guys. I said, "You need to do this, do this, do this," and they said, "No, I can do this way."
And then they look
And
at
then
it,
I took and said, "Okay." I took and gave them and showed them exactly what they looked like to the camera. And they said, "God, I look that bad."
Yeah, so maybe you should get in touch with Darren as well and see, the more the merrier, I guess. At this point, somebody's got to grab the bull by the horn.
Yeah, but I sat there and said, "I tried to tell you what you should do," and he says, "God, I look terrible." I said,
Well, there's a term for that, and here my enunciation. It's called an ask hole, ASK hole, and it's a person who constantly asks your advice and then does the opposite.
There you go.
Because when you're on camera, you gotta, you have to do your motions a certain way, or you're gonna look like a complete idiot. It's pure honesty. Anybody can, make those mistakes, and you gotta take your advice.
I will be eventually putting the outtakes on the commercials on YouTube. So.
Oh, you will?
Yes.
Like a blooper thing?
You
gotta do a whole thing full of bloopers
I
just
said,
for
you
me.
screwed it up and you thought you're so good here. I'm going to let everybody see how good you was.
They like bloopers, the commercials, when they didn't listen to advice from Roger.
Oh, gosh.
That'll be interesting. I'll have to watch. Tell me when you post that one. I'll have to watch it. Get a kick out of it.
How's the new JOB working out?
I'm sorry, say again?
How's your new job working out?
It's not bad. It's not a bad job. Doing my thing with that. I'm pretty much out of the military now, so I've been going back and forth with the Department of Veterans Affairs, get my things in line. So it's basically I'm on a path to be a disabled veteran here, I guess. So it's not really the way I wanted to leave the service. They're in the process of kind of medically retiring me. But there's only so much punishment you can take, I guess. It's a young man's game,
Thank you for serving our country, by the way.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I had a lot of fun doing it, actually.
Mm-hmm. My brother's in the Army, so...
Next race to show it.
Yeah, really. My brother's in the Army, so... And I can't thank all people who serve the Army enough for helping us stay safe over here. They do a lot for us, make a lot of sacrifices, so...
One of these days I'll put my uniform back on.
Sacrifice involved in it. It really takes a special... I guess it takes a special kind of mentality to do it. And the friends I made and the people I met and worked with are they're friends for life, really. Cause,
oh, yeah.
You can work jobs all your life, but there's really no job other than the service where, people are willing to really, really put their lives on the line for you.
Yeah.
And it's just that camaraderie. I work with guys that I didn't even like that I do it for.
Don't mention any names, right?
You're cussing each other out one minute, and the next minute, you're doing something that your lives depend on each other for, and it's a camaraderie that's second to none.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
It was good fun. So, I do what I do, getting that straight, working my job, it ain't bad. Fast Sign, they make a brilliant product. They really do. The race car lettering is fantastic. Signs, billboards, anything like that. I mean, they're really, really good at it. They got a phenomenal production facility that I'm impressed. They're making all of my decals and stuff because my business, I pretty much shut down the T-shirts and the shopware, T-shirts and vinyl graphics because I just really didn't have the time to put into it. Just really wasn't willing to take that risk to do it full time and possibly starve. So.
Now, are you still doing that on the side from time to time, or did you get rid of all the equipment?
What I'll do right now is, I'll do stuff through, any of my customers that come to me for sign work, I'll do it through Fast Signs, and I've got an arrangement with them where I can get a little price break. So if you need some numbers for your race car or something like that, I can help you out.
Yeah.
And get that done.
Cool beans.
But other than that, I'm at the shop. We're getting ready to go to Bristol. Dad, I'm gonna put it out there and put myself in a vulnerable position for abuse. It's my birthday tomorrow.
All right.
Happy birthday!
Hey, thank you. All right, good. Let's leave it at that. Move on next subject.
Where's the damn pedal when you need one? You're here for an ass whooping, aren't you? It's your birthday. You're here for an ass whooping, aren't you?
Yeah, boy, I gotta watch out the guys lined up with hammers in the shop.
Oh, wait till they start pulling out the bull whips.
Oh, gosh.
The holes drilled in it, so.
The Board of Education. Yeah, that's what you need.
Oh,
Oh, gosh.
goodness. Well, congratulations on that for tomorrow. Hope that'll be good and not full of abuse, unfortunately, as Rogers.
So what?
I said hopefully it won't be full of abuse, the birthday. Hopefully it'll actually turn out, pretty good for you. Instead of getting beatings.
Oh, boy. Herbie's getting a beating. Now it's Joe's turn.
Any kind of attention is welcome.
Oh, goodness.
Well, go have fun. Enjoy yourself tomorrow. You got anything special you're going to go do?
Well, boy, you left on the race car, so I'm not working in the shop tomorrow. We got a lot of offers, a lot of friends off, take me out to dinner, stuff like that. One of the guys, two of the guys on our crew, their brother's playing. His band is playing down here in Charles City at the Charles City Courthouse Cafe on Friday night. Old friend of mine, Robbie, used to work on my crew back when I had a dirt car, so we're going to go down there and watch some jam out, some classic rock. If you guys will come down and join us, that'd be a great time.
Too bad you didn't have some spare time with it. Snagged you and hauled you up there to Knoxville with us.
Yeah, well, I just started the job, so I don't have a lot of time off. I told him, I said, I'm on the contract with the race team, so, like next week I'll take, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I don't know what time we're getting home after the races. That's televised on Speed, if I'm not mistaken. The NASCAR Wheel and Modify race from Bristol. So hopefully we'll get in it. I'm not doing anything spectacular.
By the way, Brian says you're doing good. Keep up the good work.
We're trying. He's got a very, very limited budget. It's we're like the no frills car out there. Our entire operation is worth less than really what a good top flight engine in the division is worth, and we're running all right. I'm just using all that savvy I learned from all the 32 years of short tracks up north and down here. When you don't have the car, you just got to sit back and see what the race gives you. You can't just go out and take the race like we did back in 2010 in the Rolling Thunder Series, where you had the car, you could go out, you could set the pace, and everybody burned their stuff up trying to keep up with you. Now part of my strategy in a lot of these races is getting the lucky dog spot. Stay the first car on a lead lap. When the caution comes out, get back on the spot, save the tires, and make a charge at the end. I mean, that's what we did at Bowman Gray last week, and it was working really well. And they kind of did a lousy job of cleaning up the racetrack, and I got some oil up on the outside and slapped the fence and lost the second lap. Got one of those back and came back to 12th. Otherwise, we'd have been well up inside the top 10. Strategy's working. I got a great crew chief. I got a great engine building. We're definitely making $1 million out of a nickel.
There you go. You want me to get Terry to give you a hand when she gets in town?
Hey, I'll take any help I can get.
She should be here in the next couple of days.
Terry got all the sprint cars to drive. She might need some help. I'll come out there.
She's about like you. She's got a nickel budget for $1 million race team. They just during the Knoxville Nationals in the hot laps, probably 4 or 5 laps into the hot laps.
Oh, I felt so bad for her.
Rear end, bam.
Gone, done,
Yeah,
out.
you know, that's what killed us in the beginning of the year. We're sitting back like 16th in points because we have 4 DNFs.
Yeah, so she didn't
wow.
she didn't even get to get out and even do any starts or anything, or
I
even
know,
qualifying. So
I was really bummed out for her.
That's it's heartbreaking too because you put so much work into it and you take the thing out there and it just falls apart. And you know, a lot of times it's just because you're running inferior equipment.
yeah,
I mean, that was a lot of our problems. You know, you got a race car that's almost 20 years old in one of NASCAR's top divisions, and I think just stupid stuff is breaking on it with old cars.
yeah. There's a good possibility the chassis is already sprung or something like that. It needs to probably have a new chassis or rework it either way.
The guys in the modified series, they get away with some of the older designs, but I mean, like a lot of the newer cars started using what the older designs were. Because, like, I guess it seemed like around the mid '90s is when the cars really, that design seemed to be one of the better designs, and they've kind of gone back to it. But they've gone back to it with new materials. We've gone back to it with one of the old cars. So,
yeah,
but, it's not bad. Like I said, I go out there. Use a little coy, be savvy, be smart, stay out of trouble, finish the race. You know, in every race we've been out there, we've been really a top 10 car, and breaks have either DNF'd us or just, cost us a couple of spots. You know, I'm proud of the team, proud of the owner, and I'm thankful, to everybody in the team for giving me the opportunity to keep going out there and giving it help.
that's what you need to do. Keep going fast, turn left.
That's it. I do rights, too, in case anybody needs a sports car driver.
Yeah, I still like the. Are you going to help out at the Richmond thing again?
Oh, come on, tell me you didn't watch Watkins Glen on Sunday and say, God damn, that's fun, I want to do that.
You want to know what? I never got a chance to watch any of it.
Where did we hear that?
Watch it? Oh, that was a damn good race.
We were driving.
We were driving and listening to it.
Oh, well, you heard it then.
We heard it.
I
We
caught
didn't get to see it.
the last 10 laps. I said, I wonder who's playing, because I couldn't pick it up anywhere. Finally found some place and said, 10 laps to go. I said, oh, well, that really sucked.
I know, because like the signal was going in and out, so it was kind of like you couldn't hear it, and I was listening, and I'm like, okay, what lap are they on? And then, like you said, we finally hit a spot where you could hear it, and it's like, there's 10 laps to go, and that's when all the commotion started happening, and I'm listening to this, and I'm thinking, God, my dad's probably yelling at the TV screen.
The next reception area.
I know, I could just imagine my grandpa and my dad yelling at the TV screen, probably thinking, what in the world is going on?
We had this one thing on Route 35 heading back. They apparently closed down the bridge, and they send you an hour out of the way.
Oh my gosh, I was like exhausted
So,
when that happened.
that,
I was like,
and
oh no.
somebody had a crash on a big road, so then you had to wait for all that. It's not a good day.
Good times. Well, we got that big ride out to Krystal, so I'm going to leave you on this. Now, tune in, speed. I think it's 6 or 7 o'clock Wednesday night for the NASCAR Southern Wheel Modified race at Bristol. Look for me in a 37 car, a Hyperion Farm Chevrolet. Atlantic Solar Solutions, Dreadnought. By the way, it's not for girls. It says it right on the back of the car. You got to check out the stickers.
I'll keep it. I'll remember that.
I'm going to get out of here. You guys have fun.
All right, now Krystal's already sent you a friend request on Facebook, so there you go.
So there you go. I found you because Roger tagged you and he was talking about who all will be on the show, so I knew if I looked at that, your name would be there, so.
Very good, very good.
I did something right.
Yeah, but besides it being a really relaxed night, you got something right.
I always get something right.
You always get one thing right, at least.
Go have fun, Joe, and I'll talk at you later.
Yeah,
bud.
have a good birthday.
Get back to work here, guys. Have a good time.
Yeah, we might come out and visit you tomorrow and bring that damn paddle.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
No problem. We'll get you warmed up.
Pick a number, get in line.
All right, have fun. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, he's always a character. I like having him on the show. He's real fun.
All right.
All right.
See, I told you, he's good for a half hour. I know lots of guys that are good for a half hour, 45 minutes.
So if we can't find anybody, you just call them up and they can just jabber their
could've.
jaw all the way through.
I could have called lots of people. There's some people I like to hear from every once in a while. And I know he's coming up and be racing.
I like from hearing him. He's real good. He cracks me up.
You get him and Matt together.
Oh, they'll fill the whole show, right?
We had one time when
That's one of those things where you walk away and they'll just start talking like when I was with Terry and her writer. That's another funny story I ain't gonna tell, but we can say that for next show.
But what was it? We had it when we used to do the show out of the trailer when it was cool. and before somebody robbed the trailer and stole all the equipment.
Oh God,
But
that's not good. No,
not
is it?
even. But anyway, we sat in there. Him, Matt, and another guy that raced modifieds. All three sitting there at the table. They started running and running and running.
Jabbing their jaws, and you're just kind of sitting there like me, how I was. Like, I could walk away and they wouldn't even know, right? Someone tells me you did.
I know nothing.
No,
Okay.
yeah.
Everybody would like to thank you for watching Let's Talk Racing tonight. Hope y'all have a good week. We'll see you next Wednesday. See ya!
Tune in and watch the videos from Knoxville. Bye!
Jeez, I was supposed to do that. See you thing at the end.
You'll get over it.
Hi, my name is Natalie Sather. I drive the 94 K&N Lady Eagle Safety Wear, Butler built seats, bell helmets, hooker harness seat belts, number 94 at South Boston Speedway. Be sure to listen to Let's Talk Racing TV.
I'm Sam Hunt, driving 42 car on the thing Let's Talk Racing.
Hey guys, I'm Daytona 500 winner Trevor Bain, and thank you for watching Let's Talk Racing.
Hi, I'm Robert Richardson Jr., driver of the number 23 Dodge Challenger for R3 Motorsports in the NASCAR Nationwide Series, and you're watching Let's Talk Racing.
I'm Tony Peter, driver of the number 17 Toyota NASCAR Camp World Truck Series, and you're listening to Let's Talk Racing.
Let's Talk Racing is brought to you by PC Doctors, Computer Sales and Services. This doctor still makes house calls. And also Hampton Incredible Tees and Signs, both located at 1248 North King Street in Hampton, Virginia.